Hey! Alright, everyone, pile 3, last but not least. Probably the most exciting one of them all, we'll see. So, we got Amethyst, I believe, and honestly, I always think of it as a unicorn. I think of it as like you truly connecting to Source, Creator, God, whoever you want, whatever words you like. And yeah, cleanse the space. Here we go. We call in our angels of destiny, creation, desire, passion. We call in our truest, greatest, highest self back to us and through us, and we ask Spirit, Creator, God, Source, Light, our angels and ancestors to please release us of all energies that do not belong here and do not resonate, and please give them back to Mother God to be recycled in love, light, and magic. And please fill us with your divine love, light, and protection. We greatly appreciate your assistance, your positive, uplifting energies, and we welcome you in, Spirit, Source, Creator, the Divine. We are grateful and thankful. Ashe, Ashe, Amen. What messages do you have for us? Let's see. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. You know, 10s are the best in the deck, especially in the minor arcana. Pentacles is Virgo. Pentacles is wealth. And what does this card have to offer? Very interesting, because it's a Buffy card, and there's Dracula and two wolves. Those are what he turns into in the graphic novels. But this witch, I have no idea. It's red hair like Willow. She has a gorgeous cape. It's as though you're the hermit, okay? And you're being blessed, I guess, by someone that is magical, someone that is, he lives forever kind of idea. He's a mythical being. Maybe he's bestowing the gifts to you that you have been working so hard to achieve, because you have that blanket of magic all around you, something you created for yourself, with yourself, to yourself, and now the divine spirit is coming in and giving you the gifts, the blessings. It could be ancestral magic, it could be powers, it could be just insight and clarity. But it's something deep, something powerful. There's a castle behind them. There's forest, trees, and stars. There's a cliff. It's actually quite a gorgeous, beautiful, amazing card. And you're not afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're just sitting there willing to learn, willing to understand. Your spirit animals, got your back. So you gotta go for it, whatever this is. I'm just gonna double check with the book just in case there's anything else. Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles symbolizes success, completion of a journey. The accumulated wealth can be enjoyed by the entire family. Property, family, inheritance, and inheritance. Twice. So you're going to step into some incredible success and safety, legacy, salary increase, happiness, trust and recognition, and prosperity. We welcome that in, Spirit. We call back our power, every piece of ourselves that we have ever hidden, forgotten, or given away. We call it back to us here and now, our destiny, our light, our magic. We call it here and now from all lifetimes, to ripple effect to all other lifetimes, I guess, in the most positive, vibrational, uplifting way possible. And we thank you so much. Now, let's see what the cards have to say. All right. Interesting. All right, so this one is different. I might clarify this because these three cards are interesting. So, what I'm getting is evaluate and let go of the past. Judgment, rebirth, growing, a new direction, transitioning, and awakening. Your gifts, who you are, what's important. And the other two cards were rest, passivity, quiet moments. The Four of Swords. You're just you're in a hermit phase. You're resting. You're allowing the knowledge to seep through and make sense of it all. You're restoring your health. You're taking a break. I like to do this when I'm smoking dope. Just saying. You don't need the substances to help, but if you're having a very difficult time, in just trying to be in that moment, you gotta trust your body. Sometimes spirit will be like, have a night or two of smoking and releasing the joy, like it accesses it quicker and bypasses what you're supposed to be feeling. And also we got the Five of Wands, which is competition, arguments, external conflict, struggle, agitation, self-doubt. So to me that goes with your thoughts and your mind, and there could be actually people that make you feel that way. Like I said, the very first spread, it's all about not letting those treat you as though you're the past version of yourself. You are not that person anymore. You have grown, you have changed, or you're just stepping into who you're truly meant to be. You are the witch. You are divinely gifted, guided. You are, everything's going to be okay. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. This just might be something that tries to stand in your way, but don't let it, because you're just judging yourself, and that's unnecessary. You don't need that. You need to just relax into who you are. Let that angel above you blow its horn and bring the truth to your life. The truth beyond all this that maybe you haven't seen yet, and that's okay. Spirit, should we... Alright, bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. That's just double confirmation of what I'm saying. I was going to ask Spirit, like, is there a clarifying message for those cards? Because you might take them not in a positive way. And right under that is the Five of Swords, which... yeah. Okay. So, like I said, everything is coming together. Family, prosperity, inheritance, wealth, success, safety, stability. Let go of those negative mindsets. Let go of that past version of who you thought you were supposed to be, and welcome in the person you are. The Five of Swords to me indicates that you know what to leave behind. You know who doesn't belong with you, and you are just going to take what you... you're letting go of the drama and the conflict and the loss and the betrayal. You're letting go of the negative mindsets. You're letting go of those people that make you feel that way. That is not the energy meant for you. You are meant to either step into your King of Wands or welcome in the King of Wands energy in your life. It says an honorable and decent male. Mature, loves the challenge, passion, loyalty, optimistic. It's going to bring in property, family, inheritance. Interesting. I never realized that the Six of Pentacles is also the exact same words on the side as the Ten of Pentacles. That's, I guess, triple confirmation for you. To stay out of the negative thoughts and welcome in your King of Wands. And you'll be able to give back. You'll be able to pay off your debts. You'll be able to... live a prosperous life where you're able and willing and wanting to do those things because you have more than enough. always remember, you do have more than enough. It could be worse. And it says, the page of wands under that, good news is coming. Don't let yourself be restrained in your own mind, right? Page of wands, good news is coming. Stay out of your mind and out of those past hurts that people have put you through. And the lovers is on its way with the high priestess energy. And now your king of pentacles. Okay? Which you're defending because you are the empress. Okay, I'm just going to show you what I'm seeing. Definitely more cards than I expected, but it's all the same message. It's just saying, don't give up. Don't fall back into old patterns. Don't let your negative mind take over. There's good news on its way. You just got to be patient. And a lot of the reading, the other messages, it's all about patience. Protect what is yours, but don't fight for yourself, basically. So like I say in another one of the other reads, the other videos, is like, again, don't let those people in, because you are the empress, and that is who your soul is. That is what you truly want in your life. That is who you believe in of yourself. Okay? You are the abundance. You are the generosity. You are the creativity in this life. Let it come into fruition as the Queen of Pentacles as you are, right? You have the King of Pentacles, you are the Queen, or vice versa, a trustworthy woman. Fertility, prosperity, responsible, safe, creative, that is your soul, that is your destiny. Your talent is shining, and money is coming, and good news is coming, and it's coinciding with you being able to bring in harmony, childhood reconciliation, old friends. Sharing a good talk, recalling childhood memories, old friends, a warm reunion. I always like to see it as like you're able and abundant to give back to those that you love through this Page of Pentacles, through you stepping into your Queen of Pentacles, your King, and your Empress, right? And at the last card, but not least, is the Emperor. By doing so, you're going to call in your true match, your most gifted self, your most abundant life. That's what the Ten of Pentacles is all about. Wow. Truly. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the magic. I appreciate the extra insight. I appreciate the confirmation, Spirit guides. And that's what it means. Like, sometimes you could be so lost in your own mind that you don't see the bigger picture, right? I only pulled the first 3 cards, but if we want to step outside of ourselves and see this bigger picture, look at the actual message. Like I said, you're living your life. You could have only lived this much of your life, you know? Up until your 30s, it's like that much. But if you're going to live till you're like 80 or 100, you have this much life to still experience. You have so much more to see and live through before you can look back and be like, wow, that small portion I was in, that negative Nancy vibes I felt, was nothing compared to the life I have lived and where it led me. Thank you for that, Spirit. Your Emperor brings in power, status, loyalty, the motive for success, achievement, the respect and stability, a career. And you're just able to be that Ten of Pentacles that we started. Whether it's magic, whether it's wealth, whether it's love, whether it's life, it's all meant for you. It's all going to find you, but you have to trust and believe in who you are and keep going. Those lovers, whether it's love for yourself, love for an emperor, it's all coming together. You just have to believe in it and let it happen. You can't force anything. You can't cry about spilt milk. You just have to be like, well, this is here and now. This is not forever. This is just the path forward to this destiny. And I can see it's coming. Source has told me so. And I'm grateful and thankful for it. Amen to that. Thank you, Spirit. I'm even drinking black coffee because it's just better for you if you're going to drink coffee, I guess. Anyway. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I got vibrational. I feel like happy vibes. Like you got the card Charity, but it's more than that. Look at that. She's knitting love. She's creating love. You are love. Trust in the love inside your soul, and you will call in the love of the universe, is what I'm being told. You are love. You create love. You bring love. You enjoy love. And I welcome that in. I truly welcome it in. Thank you, Angel of Charity. Thank you. And the color red, significant, beautiful, hearts in the sky, hearts all around. It's beautiful. I love that. I love that. And it fits to me with this reading so well. Like, look how beautiful it all fits together. Okay. Let's hear what Charity has to say to us. I knew it was at the back. Okay. Archangel Uriel is the guiding card for it. So thank you, Archangel Uriel. We respect, love, and appreciate you so much. Ashe. I share my resources wholeheartedly with no reservations. Charity. Giving to others from your heart with love and goodwill can benefit your own soul. The Angel of Charity urges you to show generosity not just to family and friends, but to everyone. As it says in the Bible, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Which is beautiful. It's bringing a memory back. I was just walking down a back alley back to where I was staying and came across this guy who was moving out of his house. And he called on me and asked me, could you please come help me? And, you know, you might be like, oh my God, I hope he doesn't murder me kind of thought right away. But in the end, you just keep yourself aware, keep yourself visible, all that stuff. And he just needed me to come in and help him move some chairs out and this and that. And then he just shared with me, you know, that he was being kicked out, no place to go. But it was a good conversation. Somehow we flowed into all this stuff. And I remember walking away from it being like, was that God? Was that Jesus? Did I just talk to an angel kind of feeling? And I just knew that just helping someone and being there to talk with them was all that was necessary. And that's just that's a beautiful part of life. So if you're going for a walk and stuff, and always say hello, always say good morning, and, you know, sit beside someone on a bench and spark up a conversation. Like, connection is key. And that was in the last reading, the connection angel. So, beautiful. When you encounter a person in need, ask the Angel of Charity to support you in offering not just money, but also time, compassion, and encouragement. Even if that person's problems appear to have resulted from his or her own poor choices, try to give without judgment. Ask the angel to help you to remember that every person deserves respect and is likely to have good qualities even if you cannot see them. Symbols: the heart, myrtle leaves, monk or nun, gift, orange tree, plane tree. I don't know what a plane tree is, but okay. Beautiful. It's also bringing forth, like, my mother is coming to stay with me, not this weekend, but next weekend, and we're spraying some ashes, and I don't know. Inside me, I'm like, do I want my mother to stay with me? And affect my energy and whatever, but at the same time, it's only the weekend. It's very rare I see her. If I need to smoke some dope to enjoy my time with her, I shall. I just want to let go and not be holding on to any resentments or anything like that. But at the same time, I know that that she's stepping back into my energy in my life for a reason, and that maybe there will be a beautiful conversation. Maybe it has to do with this, like being nostalgic and talking about childhood and stuff, or maybe it's going to bring in more love and grace for each other. Who knows? But I'm open to the most positive blessings that can happen. And if it turns out to be a shit show, well, then you know which people not to allow into your energy again, yeah, if that helps anyone out there. Okay. Ride the waves. See, once again, it just suits this reading. Life lessons and growth. You will get through this. See? Stay out of your head. Don't let those negative people or anything block your path. You know who you are. You're calling your Ten of Pentacles. All these actually, a lot of pentacles, to be honest. Almost every card is a pentacle. It's like 2, 3 wands, 4 wands. And a lot of pentacles, and then a lot of higher cards, which is beautiful. So there you go. Ride those waves, baby. Like I said, they're meant for you. Like, you're meant to ride those waves. You're meant to go through that so it can open you up to all of this. This is the bigger picture. So let's read that card. Ride the waves. Life lessons and growth. You will get through this. You're most definitely living right now. And while you may be experiencing challenges in your life, they're shaping you into who you will be someday soon. Just as strong winds that blow consistently over the ocean transfer energy to water to generate waves, the same happens when we feel the pressures of life knocking on our door. Life's pressures and challenges invite us to transform in the process. They can cause calm seas to gain momentum and waves to form. While at the time it can feel overwhelming, our true character is born through these usually unexpected changes that life delivers. Our experiences shape us. The most compassionate people in the world are the ones who know the real depths of life. The ones who have the capacity to understand us are those who have been through their own choppy waves. The ones who are able to hold us when we feel most out of our depths are those who have been through it themselves. Be like the surfer. Instead of reacting to the waves or seeing them as things to be avoided, choose to respond, and when possible, see if you can find a way to ride those waves all the way to the shore. There may be times when you fall off your board, but you'll meet fellow surfers who are riding their own waves back to themselves. Soul inquiry. How can you respond to the waves of your life instead of reacting to them? How can you let the transformation happen? And again, what's ringing in my mind is I did mention when my mom comes, I may have to smoke up or whatever with her. But also, I only feel that way if it feels like that's something to enjoy together and something to, let down some walls or boundaries. But at the same time, I want to be present in the moment. I want to understand the moment. I want to be aware and able to communicate fully and authentically, and for source or my guides to speak through me. So I might not smoke up, and that's fine too. Just in case someone needed to hear that. Because you want to step into who you really are. But marijuana isn't a restriction. It's just a friend of yours, a tool that can help open some doorways that are hard to get through, but at the same time, getting through them will happen no matter what. 39. Ooh, she's giving the middle finger. I love that. Oh, I don't break that easy, not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. So once again, even if Mama has some negative things to say, I know in my heart and soul who I am, and I won't let any of those past whatever affect me, and we'll just see what happens. The Alchemist, how beautiful. I think in the first reading there was the Alchemist, and that I love that because, like I said, all three of these videos probably line up, and The Alchemist is right in there. I even said go read the book The Alchemist. It's very, very insightful, and it brings some type of soul healing to you. You can tell that the person that wrote it, I think Christopher Paolo, he truly put his heart and soul into that story, and it was worth it. The Alchemist, empowerment, pain, sorceress. And again, number 39, and she's giving the middle finger to all those that don't believe in her or trust in her or receive her soul as it is, her magic. There's bumblebees all around. Oh, there's a little spider web with a fly caught in it. The spider is nowhere to be seen, but I have a spider spirit within me that every now and then likes to communicate. Although she seems to be going into like a cocoon of hibernation right now. The last I talked to her, she was like on her way into like, she's hibernating or something. I'm not sure why, but all answers will be given when the time is right. I still have to put the poem out for her, so maybe that's part of it. Acceptance is the card I open up to, number 42. Letting go, water, acceptance, non-resistance. But we are at 39. Emotions. Alchemy, fluidity, processing, sensitivity. Okay, number 39. The Alchemist. Empowerment, pain, sorceress, heart. Amazing. Heart. Affirmation spell. I light the spark of power and strength within my heart. I light the spark of power and strength within my heart. Ashe, ashe, and so mote it be, so it is. Amen. The hero's path, the gaining of strength, the path of empowerment. Beautiful. See, again, doesn't matter what you go through, as long as you get to the other side and you still trust in this. Heartbreak, challenges, trauma, being underestimated, failure. Why should we let these things keep us down instead of seeking to use them as opportunities to overcome, to make ourselves proud, to strengthen our minds, to become a higher human, a higher version of ourselves, and learn from them? This is the path of the hero. Instead of letting the darkness win, the hero chooses to pursue the ultimate alchemy, turning pain into power. Not everyone is capable of this level of sorcery. For some, pain is a very great. For some, pain is very great and penetrates the darkness to the core of their being. Only soul and stubborn persistence can undo a curse like that. But the power does indeed exist within all of us. A hero can still grieve, fall into darkness, give up, fall again, lose hope, seek help, or honor their natural emotions. We are only human. It's okay. Okay? We're allowed to fall apart every now and then. We have to let the towers happen. But what comes on the other side, what enlightens in your soul through it, what brings you to more of yourself, is what's worth the journey and what's worth it for you. And in turn for others. Because when you're the best version of yourself, all you can hope for is that that will echo to others as well. I'm going to reread that part. A hero can still grieve, fall into darkness, give up, fall again, lose hope, seek help, or honor their natural emotions. The difference is that they don't stay there in that darkness. Why would they? What would come out of it? What good would that do the hero or anyone else? So they keep trying. They persist. They light up the darkness within their heart again, even if little by little, bit by bit. With the magic of faith and sometimes aid of others, they choose to fight on for the light of the world, refusing to let the dark side win and become more powerful. When I said Faith, I thought Faith from Buffy, and how, yeah, she had a very tough, horrible life. She definitely allowed the darkness to consume her at moments, but at the end of the day, she still fought to be the Slayer. She still fought to be a protector, even if everything around her kept telling her that she wasn't, that she was evil, all this stuff. At the end of the day, her story arc was very inspiring, very beautiful. She even went to prison and she put herself there so she could learn, she could repent, she could step into the better version of herself. And you gotta have faith. This is how, that's probably the name of this one. This is how we change the world. Healing ourselves heals others, which heals the soul of the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. At the end of the day, finding meaning in what happens and having a purpose is unbelievably empowering. This is what fuels our power. This is a love spell that we cast upon our own hearts. It is healing. There's a big difference between having self-compassion and endlessly feeling sorry for ourselves. Falling into the bottomless pit of victimhood is to become the soul that is lost in the place where no light can reach, no tree can grow. You might know a few people like that. You might know you've been there before. And again, the beautiful thing about finding your way out of that darkness into the light is that you can help others do the same when they're ready for it, when they ask you for that help. Manifestation Enhancer. Cast a spell of light and empowerment upon your own heart and the heart of another. Take a deep breath and set the intention. I love myself fully, madly, deeply, flaws and all, and I return the same love to those in kind, to all those in need. Love is the most powerful thing in the universe, we believe. That is our human destined soul. Our human soul destiny? Something like that. Thank you. Set the intention that blessing of light, faith, and strength will prevail from a place of power, optimism, and love for yourself and the other person you have in mind. Cast a spell on someone who is struggling and could use some empowerment. Light activates more light. All I can say to that is my love to yours, whoever needs it, truly. I hope you can feel it. I hope you radiate with it. I hope it finds you. And just believe. Believe in your soul. Believe in who you are. Believe in your destiny. Believe in that star inside your heart that you were birthed from, that creation, you know, that your soul came down into this vessel to be one with your human half. Remember the light and the spark inside your heart. The mind will follow, and all will be revealed in time. Thank you. Oh, your story is important. You are so worthy, and that is amazing. Everything you've been through, everything you've suffered through, everything you never thought you could survive, you did. And if sharing your story, telling your story, expressing your story in love and light and magic, if you can take that pain and turn it into something beautiful, that is your destiny. That is what you are meant for. Part of what you're meant for. I am myself working on my own novels. Like I said in another reading, I'm doing this for little Dion. It's not even for this version of myself right now. I even said, I would write my story for anyone else out there. Why can't I do it for myself? Why is all this negative mindsets and people trying to make me feel like my story and everything I've been through wasn't worth expressing or talking about? Isn't able, I believe when I put it out there that if I could just help one soul, that's all I ask for. And again, putting my soul into this novel for my little self is worth it. Your story is important. You are so fucking worthy. You don't even know. And you won't know until you put it out there and then let life happen and take a big step back, and then you see this bigger picture, right? We don't know what lives we affected, what things will change, what will happen, until we focus on what we feel destined to do, and we do it for ourselves. Because only when you do it for yourselves will it eventually do something for others, right? You do it for you, and if your soul feels amazing from it and radiates from it, that is your answer. That is your confirmation. I know for a fact the second that I am finally done with these novels, I can put that story down and never really have to speak of it again, or feel like that is all that who I am, because that chapter is finally closed and I can focus on all the other chapters of my life, this huge portion I have still yet to live compared to this portion in my childhood and teen years and up to 30 or so. um it is worth it. It is important, and you won't know until you try, right? You won't see it all clearly until life just happens around you. And it's all because of all the energy and the beauty you put into it, the alchemy, right? You are the alchemist. That's what this reading was also expressing. And that's what that book expresses. Like, you take all that hardship and you turn it into something beautiful. That is the true magician. That is the true magic in this world. And that is what people truly need to focus on. Because when you do bring that in and focus on yourself, that's how you truly call in the wealth, in the magic, in the spiritual guidance of your ancestors, whoever, and you're able to spread love through it. You don't sit there in your negative mindset, like it said in that book, and allow the negative Nancy darkness to affect you and take control, and that's all that you feel like you are, and you never ever leave that place. No, you writing your story or expressing it in any way that you understand. It could be painting, it could be writing, it could be a movie, it could be art, anything, right? However you decide to transform your trauma into something beautiful is your alchemy. Literally this card. Fuck it all and step into your power. Ashe, ashe, amen. And I love you guys so very much. And 38:38 on the clock. Bye.